Hey everyone, I'm John, and today I have with me this white-tailed buck skull. I found this a couple years back and has one of the antlers missing, broken off maybe from a fight. White-tailed bucks tend to get in all sorts of fights for territory and females. You can see compared to the size of my head, it is pretty big. These animals are fairly large, one of the few big game animals here in New Jersey. And they get a lot bigger than this, and I've seen some really big ones. I'll put up a picture right now of a giant one I found just last year in the autumn. And what's crazy to me is all these big deer, they all start out as small, helpless fawns. And this summer I've been seeing a lot of fawns. A little family in particular that was running around my backyard area, and watching them grow up throughout the summer was a pretty amazing thing. And throughout the spring times of the past couple of years, I've been able to get some footage of other wild babies. So today, I decided to edit it all together so I can show you the world of wild babies and what it's like to grow up in the wild. So be sure to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. One of the most precious sights of spring is a white-tailed doe and her fawn. Fawns are typically born from May to July, with twins being fairly common. Being an ungulate, or hooved mammal, they learn to walk quickly. Whitetails can stand up about 20 minutes after birth and can walk within an hour. While they can learn to move fairly quickly, the fawns are still a burden to the foraging mother, so every now and then she'll leave them bedded in a safe spot till she returns. At first glance, the fawn's white speckled coat almost seems to make the deer stand out. However, these spots allow the fawn to blend in almost perfectly with the forest floor. They are also born with a very faint scent, making it difficult for predators to find them. Being born with a sibling gives you an extra set of eyes and ears while mom is out. You also have a companion during your first year of life. Deer groom each other, not just to stay clean, but to form and maintain bonds. In the heat of the late afternoon sun, the little fawn dozes off to sleep. It's unknown whether or not deer dream, but I can't help but wonder what might be going through their little brains. Nearby, a small family of raccoons patrol the forest floor on a quest for food. Being an omnivore, the raccoon has a wide palate, feeding on just about anything they can come across. The kits are discovering a variety of new sights, smells, and tastes. Raccoons are very touchy creatures, using their sensitive paws to feel around for any potential meals. As the day rolls on, the mother grows tired, but resting on the ground is far too risky, especially when you have several kits to keep an eye on. In the safety of a long-deceased tree, the mother can finally get some rest. However, the kits have other plans. Down by the river, a small family of Canada geese take to the water to explore their home range. These small bundles of fuzz are known as goslings, and they are seeing and learning all about the wild world around them. The goslings are small and flightless, making them an easy meal for nearly every predator out here. Since the goslings are still developing, like the fawn and raccoons, they too will need to rest frequently in order to grow. In the marshlands of South Jersey, just outside Ocean City, there's a small island where several species of wading birds begin their life journey. Here we can see a wide variety of species, with the most common being the great egret. Adult egrets come to this island every year to mate, create a nest, and raise young. Once the eggs have hatched, we can see the little chicks for the first time. They look almost like dinosaur puppets as they move around begging for food. Unlike the whitetail siblings, egret siblings are much more aggressive, having to compete for food opportunities. Siblicide is an unfortunate event in the nest, in which one sibling kills another in order to get more food. While it may sound harsh, this ensures that the strongest of the species will survive and rear the next generation. This unusual-looking bird is a white ibis, which also nests here. Historically a southern species, the white ibis has recently established a breeding population here in New Jersey. The white ibis chicks look quite different from their parents, adorned with dark brown and gray plumage, as well as a ringed bill. Unable to fly and leave the nest on its own, the chick cries out. Ibis feed by either probing or swinging their long, curved bills, feeling for prey. Their diet consists of insects, crustaceans, fish, frogs, and even snakes. Another marsh visitor is the osprey, one of my personal favorite animals. Each year, osprey pairs will return to the same nesting grounds to breed and rear chicks. Ospreys feed almost exclusively on fish, and do so by soaring high above the water and using their specialized vision to peer through the water's glare, spotting their prized fish. All three of these species must perfect the art of flight by summer's end, so that they can make the long journey south for the winter. Past the saltwater marshes and back into our freshwater rivers lives America's most common reptile, the painted turtle. This female is on a journey. She's searching for the perfect spot, one with soft, sandy soil. This is where she will lay her eggs. The mother turtle doesn't raise her young like other creatures, but she does ensure their safety by burying the eggs underground, securing them from predators. Months later, the young turtle hatches and emerges from the earth, seeing the world for the first time. Equipped with nothing but his instinct, this quarter-sized reptile is on his own. With no time to spare, he must head to the water, avoiding the various obstacles along the way. Only about 1% of the hatchlings will survive to adulthood. Foxes, birds, ants, and vehicles claim many turtles' lives. At last our little turtle makes it to the water, but he still must stay on high alert. Luckily for our turtle, this heron is preoccupied. While best known for hunting fish, the heron is not a picky eater and will feed on just about anything it can fit in its sharp bill. An unaware meadow vole has become the heron's latest meal. After killing the vole, the heron dunks the rodent underwater, making it easier to swallow. Life in the wild is rough and sometimes cruel. However, it is not entirely unforgiving. For creatures as vulnerable as babies, they are provided with either devoted parents or a strong instinct that will allow them to survive their first year. Hidden by young trees and bushes is an old groundhog den, where a fox family has taken up residence. Unlike many mammals, foxes live in a close nuclear family, with both parents working to raise the kits. Play is an important survival tool for many creatures that will help teach them valuable life lessons. In this case, this young fox kit preys upon small insects, practicing for larger prey in the future. With the help of a night vision camera, I'm able to see the hidden lives of the fox family, and what I found was surprising. For a generally hated species, they seem to be rather loving. This kid appears to be excited as the mother returns, wagging its tail like a puppy. Watching wild babies has been one of the most precious and rewarding moments of my wild adventures. Seeing a baby animal can sometimes require the right amount of research and patience, depending on the species. Many young animals don't stray far from their mothers, so if you do encounter a young animal, be sure to stay a respectful distance away, as to not stress out the mother. As always, be sure to be smart and stay safe while exploring the world of wildlife. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment below any baby animal questions you may have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.